Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. Now this is just something I'm wondering about. This is a question for anyone who may know. My car completely lost engine power in this race. Now here's a clip from earlier on in the race in the dry conditions. As you can see, I've easily made it up into gear 8, approaching about 200 miles an hour. The power of my car, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Now stuff starts to get weird here. So, it's intermediate conditions now, so I'll put on the intermediate tyres, out I come. You know, nothing seems to be wrong. Verstappen behind me by apparently about 1.7 seconds. Well, that's relevant, we're in the pits. So out we come from the pits. Getting told to look after the tyres. It's about 10 or 11 laps to go. I'm in 4th place, alright? 4th place. So out I come from the pits, Verstappen behind me, and already, look at the time he's gaining on me in a straight line. Look at that! And cut to the end of the lap, and watch this from Verstappen. Watch this. Absolutely sails by like I'm not even there. I'm in rich fuel mixture and high, you know, ERS deployment. So, I barely made it into gear 7, and I don't understand that. So, here we go, listen to this. 9.4 seconds to Ricciardo on lap 27. About 1 lap later, I'm going to ask the engineer how my car is.
Quick tyre update for you. Everything's looking nice and tidy on our end. Let us know if you start to feel any issues. There's less tyre deg than we feared. They should last a while. You need to cool your brakes, go easier on them into the corners.
Apart from the brakes, apparently nothing wrong with the car, certainly nothing to do with the engine here. Look at the gap to Ricciardo.
Okay,
It was down to 3.5 seconds. Now, I didn't actually get the overtake that Ricciardo did, but here we are, about 2 laps later. He's already 6 seconds ahead. Fernando Alonso in a McLaren Renault behind me started this straight a whole second behind. Watch this. Look at that, in a McLaren, and look at my gearing. 174 miles an hour was what I reached. Gear 7, barely made it. Now, we're going to continue with this clip. I'm still only about half a second behind Alonso, but watch the way he takes off from me in a straight line. Especially when we reach gear 5. Look at that. Gone. And by the end of sector 1, he's gone from about half a second in front to 1.5 seconds in front. What happened to my straight line speed? What happened? Here we go again. Sergio Perez. 3, 2, 1. I'm just not there. I was in overtake mode then. Okay, only standard fuel, but overtake mode. I didn't actually get Hulkenberg overtaking me. This has all been recorded using Xbox game clips, by the way, not my Elgato. So I just had to record these as and when they happen. But Hulkenberg, look at that, he's right in front of me. Watch what happens when we get to gear 5. Bye. What happened to my car? I've been told nothing about any engine issues or anything like that. I know it's intermediate conditions, but that's not affecting anyone else's engine power. I'm in rich mixture here. Overtake mode. In a Mercedes. The fastest car in the game. Rich, overtake, Mercedes. Yeah, here we go. Pierre Gasly and Toro Rosso. Gone. Absolutely gone. What happened to my car? Does anyone know? Is it something to do with the way I'm playing? Is it a glitch? Like I put on the inters and suddenly something happened to my car? I can only think it's a glitch, because I wasn't doing anything differently. This is the final piece of evidence I'm going to show you. I mean, by Leclerc, and we got Grosjean right behind. And you can guess what he's going to do. Look at that! Look at that gain speed! Look at that! So we're just going to take a quick look at some lap times as final proof. So this is Lewis Hamilton on his super softs earlier in the race. As you can see, 1:11s-ish was around his pace. Now, this is me on my super softs. Now, I was a bit more inconsistent. I started at the back, so I had traffic. But on 2 laps of clear air, I also did 1:11s. Now, we cut to Hamilton's intermediate pace. He's doing 1:18s, pretty much across the board. 1:18s. Now, my intermediate pace, 1:23s. That's 5 seconds a lap slower. I had comparable pace to Hamilton on the dries, but as soon as we went to intermediates, pace went completely out the window. Does anyone know why? Was it to do with my car setup? Was it a glitch? That's the only explanation I personally have, that it was a glitch. I don't know. If anyone knows, please tell me, because I am at a loss as to how I went from 4th place, coming out the pits on the Inters, to finishing the race 10 laps later in 12th. And not being able to hit gear 8 once in that whole time. Top speed became 170-ish, just over. I have no idea what happened, and I'd like some answers. Or, if this is a glitch, to highlight it to Codemasters. Thank you guys for watching, and the next video, whatever it will be a proper video. See you next time. Goodbye.